Hello students, just wanted to give you guys an overview of how to navigate Canvas. I know that there have been a number of you guys that have had trouble navigating it. I know for many of you guys it's your first time doing an online class, so I wanted to help you out a little bit. And for those rock stars that have used Canvas many times and done online courses, thumbs up for you guys. So if you guys go to your Canvas, and I am in the student view format, so this is how it should appear if you pull it up on your computer. Go to your home page. Your home page should look like this. I would start off in the modules page. So you go to modules and you can start from the very top. This is how we're going to try to organize our course. You should have gone through the course orientation during week 1. So during course orientation, you should have gone just down in the same sequence that it's noted on and done the various assignments, the survey that many of you turned in. If you haven't set up your name coach, your pronunciation, have done that. Also the introduction to your other peers. And there's the resources of the online student readiness, a link to the Cyber Cafe. That's a platform where you can get connected with your peers and ask questions to each other or get each other's support and help. The current events page for week 1, and then just an opportunity to review your simple syllabus. And then finally, you completed orientation. Everyone should have gone through all of these several sections and should be now into module 1, which is week 2. We are starting week 2 today. Module 1 will cover the introduction to judicial and legal reasoning. This is the first week where we'll actually get into the content and material of the semester. You should start right off at the unit introduction. So the unit introduction should tell you what we will be covering. I will be posting other videos with the lectures this evening, but I want you to take time to do the reading that you have assigned for this week. Try to do at least the chapter 1 reading from Reason and Law in order to be able to follow the lectures appropriately. It gives you a general overview of what to expect the entire week. So remember, the unit introduction for module 1 should lay out what to expect. If you go back to the modules and you go to, to module 1, there are other things that are already posted, some class tips on taking notes while you are watching the lectures and also while you're doing the reading. This will be helpful as you approach your midterm and final. Also, making a list of vocabulary and key terms that we will be discussing throughout the semester will be important. One of the things that I also ask that from time to time, I want to know that you are actually engaged and that you are going through the lectures, that you're making these class notes or lecture notes, and that from time to time I will ask you to send me a picture or submit the document where you're making the notes, just so that I know that, again, you're engaged in the class. So that's kind of going through the modules. I want to also show you announcements. Keep track of the announcements. Every new announcement is at the top. I just posted a video announcement for week 2 that I will be posting the lectures this evening. I also included a reminder of what you are to expect for week 2 in terms of your reading and writing assignment. So you have your reading here. As I highlight, you have your reading there. And then other tasks to complete beyond the answer questions about the case. It's a current events, also discussion board assignment. Remember, we're going to be doing current events once a week in the class where you are expected to participate in the discussion board. So announcements will, on a weekly basis, give you also an idea of what to expect. In the assignments tab, these were assignments that were due already last week, like the survey. It also gives you an announcement of upcoming assignments. You do have an upcoming assignment on submitting the questions on the ProcNow versus ProcNow case. That's the first case that we will read in week 1. And I've also, on these undated assignments, I'm posting every single week. Again, at the beginning of the week, I will post what is due for that week. So week 1 was last week. You can go in here and it tells you by bullet points, trying to keep it simple, what are the things that you need to do. You go back to assignments. You go week 2, we are in week 2. And week 2 tells you your reading and writing assignment. Again, your reading is here and here. And then part of the week, and that you're planning accordingly. And you can go on to the discussions. The discussions are here available. And you have a discussion for this week. And so, excuse me, it can get a little. So this is your discussion for this week, ProcNow versus ProcNow. So make sure that you go onto it. ProcNow versus ProcNow is for your answering the questions of the case. And then the current events is where you're going to be posting on the discussion board. So those are the things that are to be submitted. But again, to keep it straight, I would focus on checking your assignments on a weekly basis and and sticking to the week 1, week 2. That way you have a better idea. And then it gives you just some notices of upcoming assignments. It doesn't track everything, which is why it's important to check the weekly assignment, summaries essentially. So make sure that you're doing that. Other than that, just follow the order of the modules. And so we're in module 1 this week, and there's not a lot yet. We're going to be building on it. So expect this evening and over the course of the next few days to see the video lectures that I will be adding for this week. Other than that, if you have questions, please email me, send me an inbox message through Canvas so that I know if you need help. Thank you. Just a little tip on how to navigate our class Canvas.